Welcome to Mehetabel Counseling Services YouTube channel. My name is Faith Gushu, a counseling psychologist, marriage and family therapist. Today we will touch base on marriage. Every one of us gets married believing that it's for a long haul. And sometimes it doesn't happen. And for the longest time, we've only picked about two things like the deal breakers, mostly infidelity and alcoholism. Now, after taking people through marriage and family counseling, they are not the only deal breakers. We have what we call the personality differences. That can also be a big deal breaker. You'll be telling maybe your spouse that you've never hit her or you've never hit him, but you hit them or you hurt them emotionally, depending on the personality difference. We have what we call the past experiences. We have what we call the birth order, depending on what order we are. And for example, I think I've shared that in my other video. If you are two leaders in the same house, one should know what to do in order for the marriage to work. Traumatic experiences that have not been processed, losses that have also happened in someone's life and you've not even gone through them, or you've not even acknowledged that you have lost. A child out of wedlock, that can be also a deal breaker in the marriage if it is not well discussed. What are the other deal breakers? The other deal breakers are relatives, where we have relatives who run homes. For example, I have maybe my mother or my dad running my marriage, so that would be a deal breaker. The in-laws, where during your first months or first few years of marriage, you live with your in-laws. So these in-laws know you so much. In fact, maybe they don't even give you time to get to know each other. Because, for example, if I bring in my sister or my husband brings in one of his sisters or a relative for that matter, they might be concentrating or talking more than we are talking, thereby the bond not forming or breaking. So we need to look at it from the aspect of when you're getting married, who are the people you need so close during the transitioning period? It's good to have time for yourself. It's good to create time for yourself. It's good to ensure that you don't have relatives unless it is extremely necessary. Relatives coming over. We also have the in-laws, our parents-in-laws, who sometimes come to visit and visit for so long. So those are some of the deal breakers that break a marriage or make the marriage not work. So when you're going through, it's good to go for counseling. When you're premarital counseling, that helps a lot because at least you're able to know what are our differences, what are the things that I've not been able to work on, what are the things that I need to work on, because you will always get attracted to your opposite. So your opposite at the face value might be very attractive. When we live together, when you live together, you start irritating each other. And not because you don't love each other, but because you're not able to acknowledge that you're different or you have different personalities, or you're even coming from different background. In fact, the other thing is background. The other thing is the family patterns. Family patterns where, for example, if I was brought up in a place where my parents sometimes maybe suffered financially, so there was maybe, this is just an example, there was maybe eviction, there was a change of lifestyle. So when I get married, I'll get married and my first thing I would want to cover is settlement, because I have seen it in my family where there's no settlement and then things changed. Now, your significant other may be coming from a different family pattern. I mean, they had their own family pattern. So he may or she may not be in a rush to invest. So a family pattern is also a deal breaker. So those are some of the things. It's good to go for counseling before marriage. And sometimes people go for counseling a few months or a few days to their wedding day. So even if you realize there are things, let's not make it a formality. Let's go for counseling because we really want to make our marriage work. So thank you so much. Kindly subscribe, share, and comment.